Good afternoon. The Orlando Pride welcome you to this broadcast from Camping World Stadium in Orlando. In today's match, the Pride take on the Seattle Reign during our Mother's Day weekend, presented by Coppertone, the official sunscreen of NWSL. We help protect you from the sun. Mom handles the rest. Plenty of sun today for the Pride and the Reign, but no rain to speak of. It is a picture-perfect day in Central Florida. 88 degrees. No precip, and a slight wind of 6 miles per hour. It's a great day for soccer. My name is Jeff Radcliffe. We'll have Becky Burley, the head coach of the University of Florida, on with us very shortly. It'll be a big chess match between two highly effective attacking teams. The Reign come in 2-1, led by the 2014 NWSL Player of the Year, Kim Little. And Little, the native of Aberdeen, Scotland, who has been all over the world, 108 caps with the Scots, 44 goals, and now with 6 points on the season. On the other side, a world soccer icon, U.S. national teamer, Alex Morgan. That's who the Pride will counter with. And we will take this timeout, come back with the starting lineups right after this.
Era. A roster to be proud of. Be a part of a new movement in Orlando. Don't miss Alex Morgan and the Orlando Pride as they take the field in their very first season in the NWSL. Season tickets are on sale now for as little as $15 a game. Get yours today at orlando-pride.com.
A nation of thousands. A nation founded on the belief that expectations are not to be met, but defied. A nation of winners. This is Lion Nation. Indulge in exclusive content, behind-the-scenes interviews, and monthly documentaries. In Lion Nation, you get access to things money can't buy, including once-in-a-lifetime on-field experiences. Help make crucial club decisions by casting your vote.
So sorry.
Spend reward points on experiences, auctions, and more. And all profits from Lion Nation will be invested back into the product on the pitch. Don't miss your chance to be part of something bigger. Join Lion Nation.
Mellis and Matthias, and of course Hope Solo, the U.S. international, the keeper, holding everything down at the back. And it is one heck of a keeper matchup, because on the other side for the Orlando Pride, you've got Ashlyn Harris. So number 1 and number 2 for the U.S. national team. Keeping things in the back, it will be Catley, Monica Alloy, Berlanger in the back. Kaylin Kyle, the holding mid. It will be Kristen Edmonds, flanked on either side by Jasmine Spencer, and Sam Whitteman getting her first start of the season. Alex Morgan will be up top with Sarah Hagan in a 4-4-2, as Tom Sermani changing things up just a bit. Starters listed on your screen. And we will take a look. Here is Tom Sermani sporting the shades, in the shade here for the time being, as we expect temperatures in the upper 80s here on this Mother's Day Sunday. Each team getting its final instructions on the field below us. We welcome you wherever you happen to be on this Mother's Day. Thanks for joining us. A look at the rain once again. Hope Solo in the back. It'll be Fletcher and Pickett, the outside backs. Pickett will be set up. She's the Fleming Island native who starred at Florida State, the number 4 overall pick. And we got to watch Little Winters in the middle. Yanez as well. And Merritt Matthias, Birmingham, Alabama native, is the target striker at the top of the 4-3-3. Ashlyn Harris, back-to-back saves of the week in NWSL. And there's our head coach, Laura Harvey, the English woman, the NWSL Coach of the Year, 2 years running, trying to get the Reign to the promised land, as they've had the best record. Have won the NWSL Shield the last 2 seasons, just could not turn it into a championship in the playoffs. Our referee is Lezik Stalmach. Benjamin Wooten, Hayden Askanoa are our assistants. Daniel Gutierrez is our 4th official, and we are underway in Orlando. Jeff Radcliffe, Becky Burley will be alongside everting her microphone as we speak. Immediately will be played back to Ashlyn Harris. Alloway, the Australian international. One of 10 international stars on the Orlando Pride roster from various teams. And it will be a throw for the Pride on the far side at the halfway line. Monica will look to make the switch as the pressure comes. Seattle in the Volt yellow road kits. Orlando in the purple, attacking left to right. Getting stuck in, and now the turnover picked up and pushed forward. Reed getting the start and trying to get out of trouble are the Pride. 2 very attacking-minded teams. Yanez, those Winters trying to force the ball in. It's turned over. Sarah Hagan, girl they call Apple, picks it back up, plays it on the right side. Sam Winneman, again, getting her first start. Number 10 overall pick out of Cal. Monica Hickman-Alves. Brazilian traditional naming customs goes by just Monica. And a turnover in the center of the field. All on its way, and Ashlyn Harris will let it go.
I think I'm finally joining you here,
yes.
Jeff.
It's a miracle. Welcoming in Becky Burley, the head coach at the University of Florida. And what are you making so far? Is it is a change for Tom Sermani's formation?
Yeah, I think Tom feels like this 4-4-2 is going to give him a really solid defensive block. And they're going to need that against this front 6 of the Seattle Reign.
This is Yanez. It will go out for a Seattle throw. Really hard to miss the Reign in the highlighter yellow.
I think that's Volt, if you ask Nike.
Yeah, Volt. Comes back left, Lauren Barnes. Central defender, her pair there is Rachel Corsi from Scotland. And Hope Solo on the orangish kit. Jasmine Spencer gets the turnover. She's running outside the 18.
Now, you can't underestimate that speed of Jasmine Spencer with that interception. I think that's something that the Reign haven't seen yet, and they're going to really have to adjust to quickly.
Solo will make the distribution out to the right side. Corsi as he overlap on the right with Fletcher. Solo, the number 1 for the U.S. national team for a number of years now. Native of Washington State. Battle in the middle of the park. And will be cleared away all the way back to the keeper, Ashlyn Harris.
You know, both teams are showing some good patience here, really not trying to force things too much. And, you know, they just try to bait each other into these little pockets where they can trap the players in possession.
Now Spencer on that left wing, and it is Hagan and Alex Morgan up top. Meanwhile, having to play defense here are the Pride, getting along that right wing into space. Runner is into the 6. And nice job by Ballanger to get back. Seattle will hold it in. Trying to play the 1-2. The run comes. And Ellie Reed will make that Steph Catley back there.
That was a smart play by Catley to knock it off the attacking player to get a goal kick.
So Alloway. Now Monica.
You can kind of tell that both these teams are just sort of feeling each other out at the moment. I love the way that the defense for the Reign is shifting, doing a great job of kind of partnering up with one another to not let balls through the middle.
Yeah, very cautious in the back are Orlando right now. Trying to make that correct pass. It's played square. Ballanger is going to have to run and just clear it forward. And when you have Alex Morgan and Jasmine Spencer, that may not be a bad idea to open things up a little bit.
Spencer's definitely the type of player that can stretch a defense. There's no doubt about that.
All right side, good step to Catley. Comes back to Solo. Played left. This is Lauren Barnes playing the long ball forward. And going down was Yanez. Nothing comes of the attack. Lions, the Pride backed in their own end.
Yeah, this is exactly the chess match that you mentioned at the beginning. I think it'll be interesting to see who can break down whom first.
Morgan, in a one-on-one duel with Corsi. Picked up center of the park, left for Kaylin Kyle. Now Jasmine Spencer touches with the right foot, overshoots Catley. She'll track back, get it before it goes into touch. Kyle tries to get it to Spencer. Nice defense by the Reign. Orlando Pride 1-2 on 3 points coming in, tied for 7th. Seattle 2-1, 6 points in 3rd as it stands. Tried to play the ball through. Monica was there to cut it off. Belanger, Canadian international to Canadian international Kaylin Kyle. Up to Hagan. Nice touch. Leaves it square right side to Whitteman. Tries to get that sideline via throw to the Pride.
That's some good work there by Whitteman to just try and keep that ball alive. Looked like she was going to get caught in possession, but then she tried to take her 1v1 and ended up getting the throw in.
Turned over. Yanez got a foot on it. Ping pongs back to Alloway. Releasing to Spencer. Everything compact right in the center of the park. And the flag will stay down here for Merritt Mathias running into the box. Sends it on frame off to the right. And it went off of Ashlyn Harris. It will be a corner kick.
I think that deflect off the post too. That was a little bit closer than it looked. I don't know about that offsides call. It'll be interesting to see the replay there to see how close that was, but definitely a great opportunity there for the Reign.
First set piece of either team of any kind tonight. Let's see, Lauren Barnes, central defender. Set this up with the left. Barnes in her 4th season. NWSL best 11 performer a year ago. In swinging kick to the back post. Headed back towards Ashlyn Harris. She'll out jump everybody, pull it down.
Ashlyn Harris made that look really easy, but that's a pretty tough ball straight up in the air like that. She's the only one who's got arms and gets up there and gets it.
Becky, with two high-quality keepers, do you expect a low-scoring affair here tonight?
I'll tell you what, these two keepers are two of the best in the world. It's going to take a really good opportunity to get anything by either one of them.
Be a throw for the Pride. And Alex Morgan will leave it along the left. Catley. Catley with the left foot whips it across. Whitteman puts it on frame. Not of the quality she was hoping for, but a chance for the Pride nonetheless.
I think Whitteman would like that back. She found herself with a lot of space just outside the 6.
Carson Pickett, number 4 overall pick, playing left back. Barnes beside her just played that long ball forward. It's turned over again, center of the park. Kyle will settle.
I think one more pass gets the rain in right there.
Whitteman. Now Kyle, a lot of space on the left side of the field. We'll switch it with Alloway. Now Catley. Winters. Pride trying to wrestle some of this possession here in the early going. We're in our 11th minute, no score. Kyle pressured. Negative ball back. Monica. Belanger. Pressure comes. A little half press from Manon Mellis. Now they release to the left side. It will be caught by Alex Morgan. Send a ball to the back post. Hit it in. Goal, Pride. It is Sarah Applehagen. And how do you like them apples? 1-0.
That was an impressive track down of the ball by Alex Morgan. She serves in a perfect ball, and Hagen does what she does best, which is score goals. You know, I kind of wonder if the Reign thought this ball was going to run out of bounds, but can't expect that with somebody as speedy as Morgan on the end of it. Terrific finish.
Morgan's first assist and Hagen's first goal for the Pride this season.
You know, it's interesting. I was talking to Tom Sermani this week, and he said, you know, one of the things we got to do better is play well ahead. So that, now he has that chance. It'll be a good opportunity. He felt like in Chicago they did not do that very well. So here's another chance to try and see if they can get better at it.
Playing at home in front of this crowd. And the Pride set the NWSL record 2 weeks ago on this field. 23,403. Alloway holds it up. The pressure came from Matthias. So now Seattle chasing a 1-0 game. Catley. Monica will circle. Back to Ashlyn Harris. Saw in that replay, Hagen was all alone in the box by herself.
Yeah, it looked like her defender might have taken a fall there. I'm not sure what transpired right before that, but she certainly was. It was a free header, no doubt about that.
Flick to Apple. Kyle misjudges Winters, hurdles her. And slow to get up right now is Merritt Matthias, gingerly walking back to the top of the formation. Play continues. Winters. Keelan being harassed by Jasmine Spencer. Nice job, broken up. Kyle forward to Hagen. Trying to return the favor on the cross. Takes a crazy bounce. Solo will grab it and did not save it in. Nope. So it's a corner kick.
And they got at the break here and looked like they were going to go on a 3v3 or 4v4, but slowed it down just a little bit.
Catley take about 90% of the set pieces for Tom Sermani.
Yeah, she's got a great serve with this left foot. You can expect this to be dangerous.
Hagen 5'11" in that box, could be a target. Whipped into the back post, and will be headed out. We'll do it again on the other side. Yanez got her noggin to it. So it is Orlando Pride 1, Seattle Reign 0.
Now we'll see if Edmonds can give us a equally dangerous ball from this right side.
On its way, falls into the 6, and now will be cleared out. Ellie Reed. Throw will be left. Seattle will try to build out of the back here. A little bit of a misplay, and the speed run is on. It's kept in. Reign on the attack, numbers coming forward, trying to play the ball. And defended in the end. Still got to get out of that back. Come back to Spencer is be a throw.
I think Orlando's got to be careful about any casual balls in the back there because the Seattle's not afraid to press it. What a great ball this is. There was a little contact there, but I don't think that was anything but incidental contact with Hagen and her defender.
Taken right at the halfway line. To the right. And looking for Matthias. Flag was up, offside.
Yeah, Matthias likes to flirt with that run in behind, and you know the one that she just had a few minutes ago, she remained on. That one she was a little bit early, but that's going to be a dangerous situation all night that they're going to have to pay attention with players running behind them.
Right off the shoulder of Monica.
Need lots of communication from the weak side there.
Sure. When it comes to playing an offside trap, how much does Ashlyn Harris, how much of her is involved in those decisions?
That's got to be more coming from the center backs, and the center backs have got to trust that anybody behind them on the weak side is above them. But it's a dangerous place to try and do that.
Nice flick by Spencer. The only person running on was Corsi. Corsi and Barnes, two central defenders. Spread out at the moment. We'll see Winters kind of drop back to take the space left in behind. And trying to play the long ball, and flag up again. Yeah.
Matthias again. I have a feeling that that's going to be a little bit of a theme tonight unless they make an adjustment here.
You can see the speed the Reign have, and that's obviously the MO.
Yeah, there's no question that she's going to try. Matthias is going to try and run right in between those backs, get on the backside of someone, and not be so they can't see her. And that's going to require a lot of communication.
Long ball from Alloway. Brought down by Winters, the captain. Kyle will track back. Alloway will take this. Back to Harris.
The Orlando Pride have a very experienced back line. I'm sure they're used to having to deal with these forwards running behind them. I love how they're keeping their head on a swivel, taking a look behind them every time.
Reed the throw. And heads it into touch. Throw to the Pride.
I feel like the Reign have lost a little bit of their mojo here. They just need to try and keep the ball a little bit longer, get a little bit of rhythm going like they were early.
They've conceded the first here on the road. Alex Morgan creating issues. And this will advance the ball down the line. Berlanger will take the ball from Whitteman.
See, Orlando even this early isn't afraid to take their time a little bit here, sitting on this 1-0 lead.
Hagen off the chest. Winters trying to get out of their own end. Does well. Barnes. Yanez now to Little.
That's really well played by Yanez. She looked like she was going to try and force it there, but was really patient. Found themselves a way to get out and switch play.
Little will take it, center of the park. Distribute out on that wide side. And trying to play the runner through Mellis. And it will go out for a corner. So what does Seattle have to do to activate Little a little bit more?
That's a good question. You know, I think you can see here that they're trying to slip balls through, whether it's a midfielder running through or to a forward. And Little is playing a little bit deeper in her new position since Fishlock's been out. So I think she's going to have to try and take a little bit more risk, particularly with this game being down a goal, and try and attack a little bit more out of her holding position.
Big loss for Fishlock, the broken tibia against Boston. To the back post and trying to equalize right there was Yanez.
That was a really dangerous ball. I think Harris did a good job to get it even a touch on that one.
Comes out to be a goal kick. We take another look.
It was a good job defensively too. Well, at some point, the Reign are going to have to force the action a little bit, which is going to create a big expenditure of energy, and it's not cool outside there today, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out as the game continues. I think they're going to have to press a little bit higher.
See Kyle and Monica trying to sort some things out. You may call players like Winters or Kyle midfielders, but they really kind of start that defense, don't they?
Yeah, I love watching both those two players play. They do so much work, and both on the offensive and defensive end, but they certainly help fill in defensively when necessary.
Flicked forward by Hagen. I'll come back the other way on a throw-in.
It's one of those positions and players that, you know, might go a little bit unnoticed in the stat column or by the fans, but coaches really love to appreciate those type players.
Barnes will throw. Hagen keeps it alive. Morgan here on this right side slips on the turf. Barnes will ping it forward. Pushed back by Alloway. Barnes. Number of Seattle players calling for a cross, which wasn't coming. Switch of the point. Throw to Seattle here.
I think the Reign are looking for Matthias a good bit. I feel like maybe they need to look for the other midfielders and play amongst each other a little bit just to reestablish some possession.
Now the switch is made.
I think we had a handball there.
It'll be Harris. Jose Berlanger is cut in, leaves it back to Monica. Square over to the Australian international. Trying to find her Matilda's teammate Steph Catley. Could not.
Definitely the right idea with the switch, just a little bit short of execution.
Free kick to the Reign. Sent forward by Corsi. Trying to get a ball through. Monica was there. Winters runs up and the turnover. Trying to counter the Pride. Morgan will race to it. Up against Pickett, the rookie. Now Berlanger tries to play the through ball.
I think she was looking for Hagen to feet, just mishit it a little bit. But I'll tell you what, when you can look up and you see 2v2, that's a dangerous situation for the Reign, and they're having to push their outside backs forward just to try and get an equalizer here. But at some point, that 2v2 is going to be a really dangerous situation for the Pride.
Winners out to Fletcher. Ball played forward. Nobody running that time. Harris will usher it. Berlanger. Not much pressure on the ball. Spencer collects the heavy touch. Kyle starts the switch. Alloway forward. Whitteman into some space. Again, saw Alex Morgan making a diagonal run to the outside. Couldn't get it through. Winters, highly technical, turning it back. Of course, he starts things on the right side. Fletcher, long ball forward. This could be trouble. Handled nicely by Berlanger. Back to Harris.
She definitely made that look easy. That looked like a ball that was going to present a little bit of trouble there, but you're right, Berlanger on the weak side read it the whole time and just played it calmly back.
Throw to Orlando. Playing their second home match on this Mother's Day. Hope it's been enjoyable wherever you happen to be. Plenty of moms in the crowd for sure. I'm sure happy ones as the Orlando Pride continue to put pressure on. Spencer trying to get to the byline, pulls it back, earns a corner kick.
I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed with the versatility of some of these Pride players. This is the third system they've played. They've done a terrific job of adjusting. You look at Spencer in this situation here. Normally she's playing in a 4-3-3 as a winger. Now she's coming from a little bit deeper position and being just as dangerous.
Edmonds swings it in. Solo got a punch to it. Be cleared away. Throw to the Pride. Neither keeper's really been pressed into much trouble. Hagen moves it right side. Whitteman took a wicked deflection. Luckily behind for a corner.
Let me tell you, Hagen's doing a great job of holding that ball up with all that pressure on her back. I mean, she's 2 yards outside the 6 with a defender draped on her, and she's still got the presence of mind to hold the ball up and look for a great option out of it. She's a handful.
Hagen making her second start as Coach Sermani trying to find a way to get her on the field with Morgan. Certainly paid off as those two connected on that goal earlier.
This is a tough angle for Solo with the sun.
Whipped into the back post. Cleared. Another ball. Solo has that one.
You know, Solo made that look pretty easy too, but I'm telling you, that was not easy with the angle of the sun and her having to look straight into it to pick off that ball. And then she plays a picture-perfect distribution for a counter.
Whitteman. You and I were talking pregame about how players like Weatherholt, Whitteman, Pickett see a lot of time as rookies in this league. And you have to rely on players like that.
I think you do it, but that's also what makes the league so exciting, I think, because there's young talent coming in every year, and it's pushing the players who are here, and certainly the league is getting deeper and deeper with that talent. It's really exciting to watch some of these younger players that you've only seen on a college stage.
Throw is in from Catley. Sent up field. Alloway could not quite find Kyle cleanly. Eventually wrestled away. Well done by Yanez. Very tough customer. Seems like Seattle's having to adjust to the surface a little bit.
Yeah, I'd like to see Seattle just be a little bit more patient in their possession. And I'm not sure if that's because they're down a goal or, you know, when I've watched them play previous to this, I felt like they were a little more patient. And this is what, the third or fourth offsides we've had now in the first half, and I think it's because they're looking forward pretty early.
See Coach Laura Harvey, Warwickshire, England. Two-time reigning coach of the year in the NWSL. Also the GM of this team. Certainly allows you to craft things the way you need them.
She's done a great job. I think she just creates a terrific environment for players to not be afraid to take risk and to be able to express themselves creatively. And I think that's why players want to play for her here at the Reign.
Turn in the center, Kyle. A foul from behind. She may go into the book here, or at least a warning from our referee, Lezik Stalmach.
I think she probably got a little bit lucky there to not go into the book.
Yeah, professional foul, as some people would call it.
Certainly slowed down the attack there.
Yanez bounced right back up.
I'd like to see Yanez and Little find each other a little bit more. I think that's a great partnership where they can really play off one another, but they're looking forward so quickly that hasn't happened very often.
Of course, he restarts things. Little. Played a half hour. What do you make of the 4-4-2 employed by Tom Sermani for the first time this season?
Well, this is probably the least amount of possession I've seen Seattle have all year in terms of being able to consistently keep it. So you got to think something's working here.
It's a game of adjustments. That one out of play. There's Tom thinking of a master plan as always.
It's early in the year. I love the fact that he's willing to experiment with some different systems and some different personnel. And, you know, from talking to him earlier this week, he even has some more people on the bench that he feels like he really needs to get some game time to see what they can do. And we may see that tonight, especially with the temperature the way it is. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some substitutions coming later in this game.
Sanderson, Maddie Evans possibility. The new signing, Leah Fortune, as well.
Yeah, it's great to see Leah do that. She's played for a long time and got a terrific background playing in a whole bunch of different places and has really worked to become a professional player and stay a professional player. So I was really happy for her.
Well, our temperature 86 degrees outside, but as you play on this artificial turf surface, it certainly raises the temperature a little bit, especially around the feet and ankles and legs. The radiation, the sun's rays radiating off of that surface make it a little bit more tough to handle and wear you out quicker.
Yeah, the heat gets absorbed into this surface, and by this time of day, you know, you've got heat coming up from the ground and coming down from the sun, so you get it both ways for sure.
Well, at least you get cooked all the way through.
No doubt.
Not going to be medium rare. Sermani happily in the shade. Of course, last week they were in Chicago, and it was practically freezing and gray. Talk about a 180-degree difference.
Well, and you got to figure that suits Orlando a little bit better than Seattle in terms of the weather.
Sure, it's May, but there's still a humidity difference between here and the Pacific Northwest.
Absolutely.
A little trapped on our own half. Will roll slowly, and it should be a corner kick. Nope, goal kick. And many are disagreeing.
Yeah, you've got some supporters in that call for the corner there.
They have a closer view than you and I do. Solo sends it to the right. Corsi. Fletcher back and forth, trying to get unlocked. Solo surveys things. Corsi again. Alex Morgan closing her down. Now Little ahead to Fletcher. Crosses the halfway line, leaves it square. Mellis. Now Yanez. Now there's a good ball into the area. Has to be handled well. It was by Berlanger.
That's the second ball that she's taken care of far post, and she has again made that look easy, but it's not. She's doing a great job of dealing with that back post ball.
Give and go. You like the idea of Fletcher and Mellis, just wasn't executed that time.
Well, that's the first good bit of possession we've seen the Reign have, and it all started when they found Little in a little pocket of space on the other side of midfield, and I think they've got to keep that up if they want to get the rhythm back here.
All the possession, Alloway doing some battle there.
The longer they keep it, the more numbers they can get forward. Right now, when they play those balls, 30, 40 yards, you're talking 1 to 2 players looking for a little bit of a break or a counter, but I'd love to see them get some more numbers forward with sustained possession.
Monica punts it into the first row. Matthias has been a handful. Throw now for Reed. Oh, nearly friendly fire. Kyle winds it up. Monaco is in her way. Way back, Corsi. 83 caps with Scotland. She has the ball at her feet now. Winters. There's a former St. John's Country Day star, Carson Pickett, state championship program up in the northeastern part of the state in Jacksonville.
Then went on to star for Florida State and had an unbelievably great career there.
Drafted 4th overall, won a national title, much to the chagrin of Becky Burley, the rivals.
We have a really great relationship with FSU. I know people find that hard to believe, but I think they're two programs that really respect each other a good bit. All of our games are really close and lots of fun because it's just two good teams getting after each other.
But having that success on each side of that rivalry only makes soccer in this state a lot better, right?
Absolutely. I think Mark Corian's done a terrific job there. I love that game. It's one of my favorite games of the year whenever we play FSU.
Fans get involved as Little sends it to the wide side. They'll send it right to Ashlyn Harris. Fletcher will have to track back.
Again, I think the thing that surprises me the most about the Reign at this point, and you have to give credit to the Pride, is the little bit of lack of patience that they're showing in possession.
Missing Edmonds there. Hagan tried to just leave it for her. Run comes Whitteman. And will she have the throw? She will. Good effort there as Pickett, the two rookies coming together. Back to Pickett. Her high school has now won 5 straight state championships in Class 1A in Florida. They are the juggernaut.
I think that's what you call a dynasty.
Yeah, she got it all started. Her dad's still the coach there.
Her dad played college soccer and her mom played college basketball, so it's no surprise that she's a terrific athlete at this level.
Kyle intercepts. Running in is Winters. This will be an easy foul to call for Lezik Stalmach.
Speaking of athletic prowess, you've got Keelan Winters, whose dad was an NBA star.
Yeah, Brian. And a WNBA coach.
That's right.
Nice job. Morgan stays on her feet, plays it into space. Barnes was there. This will slow things up.
You know, this pairing of Alex Morgan and Hagan reminds me a little bit of Alex Morgan and Abby Wambach. You know, a big, strong target player that can hold the ball up, and Alex Morgan who can run off of that.
Wambach, a player you know very well.
That's true.
Who doesn't, though?
That's right.
Her exploits are legendary, and it will be corner kick now for the Pride. And Hagan, of course, you know, in that U.S. national team setup now, does have 2 caps, and we'll see a lot more.
I think that's the beauty of this pro league. It gives players like her and others a chance to really show themselves against the top players in the world in a setting before they even get invited into the national team, to sort of prove themselves a bit. It's great to see Coach Jill Ellis attending a lot of these games.
Edmonds, that right foot, sends it towards back to the spot. Alloway trying to earn another one, unable to do so. Goal kick.
Gotta love the defender's pressure there to keep that ball, trying to keep that ball inside the 18.
Yeah, that's, pressure leads to pressure, because if you don't get that right, you're all the way upfield, and they're on a break the other way.
And that's a lot of green grass to track back on.
Green plastic.
Good point.
Little dropping deeper and deeper to collect the ball. And Little leading the team in points with 6, 2 goals, 2 assists. Edmonds.
Now, I think with Seattle is way too many, 2, 3 passes and out, and then turning over to the Pride, and that's just not them. I think they've got to get back to who they are as a team. But again, I think you've got to give the Pride credit for disrupting that. They look up and they see nothing close, so they're looking long.
Alloway rolls the ball back. Little gets into the challenge, and the rookie comes away. Whitteman has done well here. Pressure coming. Harris distributes right.
We can see that they're starting to have to pick up a little bit higher at this point, although there's still plenty of time left in this game, no doubt about that. But you can see they started to press. That was Yanez that was pressing all the way up to Ashlyn Harris at that point.
Catley waits for it, has it.
The Pride can do this all day, and at some point, the Reign are going to have to push the issue here a little bit, because they are definitely being able to keep this ball a good bit, even if it's not in the place they want it, in their own defensive third. But right now, why not keep it?
Lange loses it just in front of Laura Harvey. Reed will throw. Trying to find Matthias. Alloway. Now to Kyle. Pressure coming from both sides.
I feel like the Reign is allowing the center backs to have it, then waiting for that entry pass to be able to really clamp down the pressure on the entry pass. But at the moment, they're not pressing high enough to put any pressure at all on the entry pass, so the center backs can pick out pretty much whoever they want.
43rd minute. Still a 1-0 game as Hagan got her first goal of the season in that first half. Spencer plays the ball ahead. Somehow finds Kyle. She'll hold it up. Belanger to Whitteman. Trying to find Hagan. Barnes has to go back to solo.
3v3 if they hurry here.
Reed has a runner to the left, or to the right. Matthias, can she get the edge? She cannot. Monica.
That was terrific composure by Monica there, just to let her do what she wanted to do. She knew she had cover. Took a long touch, and Monica stepped in front of her.
Monica plays the square ball. Nobody wants to keep it. Whitteman forward. Pickett got a head on it. Now Winters. Corsi on the attacking half here. Little. The switch to the right side. And when going to that line, it will not be saved in. Corner kick, and we're hearing 1 minute of stoppage time will be tacked on as we're about to enter minute 45.
It'll be interesting to see how many times the Reign have used the return pass, meaning a player gives the ball and gets it right back. That hasn't happened very often today. I think too often it's going from player A to player B and then forward for the Reign. Just giving them a lot less opportunity to get numbers around the ball.
High arcing ball falls in a dangerous spot inside that 6, but it was off of Seattle.
That was a bit of a dangerous ball. We talked last time about that corridor of indecision. That was definitely there.
Got 2 keepers. They're usually going to make, those 2 keepers are certainly going to make the decisions, and the correct ones with Harris and Solo in there.
Yeah, that's a tough ball because it's a little bit too high for Harris to try and come for, so I think it's a good decision for her to stay, but then it drops right in a place that's pretty dangerous.
If you're a keeper, you don't like the ball hitting the ground anywhere near you.
No, definitely not. Inside the 6, that ball better not be hitting the ground.
Little not bothered in the least bit. Pickett puts it off of Alex Morgan. We're in stoppage time, about 45 seconds to go in this first half. 1-0 to the Pride.
I think the Pride have got to be really happy with this first half. They took advantage of the opportunity they had. They've disrupted the Reign's possession.
Takes it away, says it's mine. Then plays it into space. Edmonds leaves it Spencer. Outside the 18, shoots right at Solo. Good build-up, though, for Orlando.
Absolutely.
Sam Whitteman from Redondo Beach, just 22 years old. Number 10 overall pick. Making her first start and making an impression.
Absolutely. Cal Berkeley fans got to be pretty happy today with two of their own right on the field together.
And there's the whistle for halftime. And it's a good half for the home side. The Orlando Pride lead 1-0 on the strength of a goal from Sarah Hagan, her first of the year. The assist to Alex Morgan. She'll trot off with the Pride in the ascendancy. What do you make of the first half there?
Well, I think for sure that the Reign are going to have to do something a little bit different. So obviously the Pride are going to have to be ready for that.
All right, Tom, impressions on the first half.
We'll be right back with Coach here on YouTube.
All retention needs to be better.
Players of our era. A roster to be proud of. Be a part of a new movement in Orlando. Don't miss Alex Morgan and the Orlando Pride as they take the field in their very first season in the NWSL. Season tickets are on sale now for as little as $15 a game. Get yours today at orlando-pride.com.
A nation of thousands. A nation founded on the belief that expectations are not to be met, but defied. A nation of winners.
Gotcha.
This is Lion Nation. Indulge in exclusive content, behind-the-scenes interviews, and monthly documentaries. In Lion Nation, you get access to things money can't buy, including once-in-a-lifetime on-field experiences. Help make crucial club decisions by casting your vote. Spend reward points on experiences, auctions, and more. And all profits from Lion Nation will be invested back into the product on the pitch. Don't miss your chance to be part of something bigger. Join Lion Nation.
We're back at the building formerly known as the Citrus Bowl, Camping World Stadium in Orlando. The Pride hometown team leading Seattle 1-0 on the strength of a Sarah Hagan goal in the 10th minute. Jeff Radcliffe, Becky Burley, and we've got Mackenzie Thurkill on the field. Our roving reporter will check in with her momentarily. Your make of the first half, really, I guess, for Seattle's perspective here, is they have some work to do, maybe some decisions to make.
I think Seattle does have some decisions to make. I think what they're doing right now is kind of trying to be a little bit more direct than they're used to be. And I'm not sure that's really them. I'd like to see them try to keep the ball a little bit more and see if they can work the ball through the midfield. And if they continue to go direct, I think that will be a problem for them. So I'm interested to see if they make any adjustments at the half. For the Pride, I mean, I think they got to be really happy with what they've done this half for sure. And like I talked to you earlier about, Tom mentioned they've got to do a good job of playing from ahead. So I think there's 45 minutes left in this match. That's a long time. They certainly can't sit back and just settle. But at the same time, if the Reign aren't going to press a little higher, then they may be able to kill some time by playing the ball out of the back and just keeping it.
Well, we'll have highlights and stats of that first half when we come back. You're watching the NWSL on YouTube.
One of the best soccer players of our era. A roster to be proud of. Be a part of a new movement in Orlando. Don't miss Alex Morgan and the Orlando Pride as they take the field in their very first season in the NWSL. Season tickets are on sale now for as little as $15 a game. Get yours today at orlando-pride.com.
A nation of thousands. A nation founded on the belief that expectations are not to be met, but defied. A nation of winners. This is Lion Nation. Indulge in exclusive content, behind-the-scenes interviews, and monthly documentaries. In Lion Nation, you get access to things money can't buy, including once-in-a-lifetime on-field experiences. Help make crucial club decisions by casting your vote. Spend reward points on experiences, auctions, and more. And all profits from Lion Nation will be invested back into the product on the pitch. Don't miss your chance to be part of something bigger. Join Lion Nation.
Back at Camping World Stadium at the half, Jeff Radcliffe, Becky Burley, and Sarah Hagan getting her first goal for Orlando Pride as we take a look at that first half of highlights here against the Seattle Reign. And Seattle often running, trying to play the ball through.
Yeah, here's the ball that Alex Morgan runs down. I think Seattle might think it's going out, delivers a laser cross to a laser finish by Hagan. Little nudge there by Hagan gets her some separation from her defender. But certainly a well-placed ball and a terrific finish by Hagan.
That's her game, though, a little physicality. And we've got a number of corner kicks on each side.
Yeah, both teams have served some pretty dangerous balls in there. And, you know, coming in that angle with the sun is a challenge. But I think Edmonds and Catley have both served some dangerous balls for the Pride. Balls bouncing around inside the 6 and working hard to keep it in there.
Yeah, excellent work. And Alloway coming all the way forward to try to keep it in. And then
Seattle makes a big switch here. First time they really kept any sustained possession. But then they get it deflected out for a corner. And I think this is the one that gives us a really, really high ball, but it almost drops inside the 6 right in a dangerous spot. So I think the Pride were glad that one got cleared at the end.
And Winneman's had a really good first half as a starter.
Yeah, this was right at the death here where Edmonds make that last pass to Jasmine Spencer. I think Spencer was trying to hit it far post, but leaves it a little bit short, makes Hope Solo look good.
It is 1-0 at the half. We'll send it downstairs to Mackenzie Thurkill.
Yeah, so I caught up with Coach Tom Sermani before he went in to talk to his players, and I asked him his impressions on the first half, and he said he's very pleased, but he did get a little frustrated with that back line in midfield, seeing as they weren't looking ahead. They are really trying to create more opportunities for Sarah, as you saw with her goal in the 11th minute. So really look for them to continue to press in the second half, guys.
Thank you, Mackenzie. We'll talk about possible substitutions, some strategies, some tactics when we come back. It's Orlando Pride 1, Seattle Reign 0 here at Camping World Stadium.
One of the best soccer players of our era. A roster to be proud of. Be a part of a new movement in Orlando. Don't miss Alex Morgan and the Orlando Pride as they take the field in their very first season in the NWSL. Season tickets are on sale now for as little as $15 a game. Get yours today at orlando-pride.com.
There's a chance for Kyle right now. He'll take a shot, and it goes in! Goal, Orlando City! Now Bowden, ball back in, headed once, twice, yes! Sam Hines! What a time for his first goal as a Lion!
A nation of thousands. A nation founded on the belief that expectations are not to be met, but defied. A nation of winners. This is Lion Nation. Indulge in exclusive content, behind-the-scenes interviews, and monthly documentaries. In Lion Nation, you get access to things money can't buy, including once-in-a-lifetime on-field experiences. Help make crucial club decisions by casting your vote. Spend reward points on experiences, auctions, and more. And all profits from Lion Nation will be invested back into the product on the pitch. Don't miss your chance to be part of something bigger. Join Lion Nation.
Jeff Radcliffe, Becky Burley, and Becky, we just had Mackenzie with the report from Coach Sermani. You know him well. What's going through his head right now?
Well, I think what he's thinking about is wanting to play better when they're ahead and making sure they take advantage of their opportunities. One of the opportunities that they may have is a 2v2 situation when both of Seattle Reign's outside backs are forward. So if they can look up and go a little bit deeper, that's going to be a dangerous situation for them.
What do you make of the stats? Anything standing out here?
Well, it's really not surprising that there's not too many shots on goal. I feel like this game has played pretty much in both defensive thirds, like especially the Orlando Pride's defensive third, just playing it out of the back and then playing through the midfield. So the only thing that's really been dangerous is the corner kicks, and the corner kicks, both teams have had their chances, no doubt.
And when you've got Hope Solo and Ashlyn Harris, you hope to see some big saves. We haven't had to see any of that.
We haven't. I think that they've both dealt with their corners well when they've needed to. I'd like to see a little bit more action on both ends as far as from an offensive perspective for both teams. But, at the moment, it's still a little bit of a cat and mouse game for both teams.
A clean game, nobody into the book. But as this game gets deeper and deeper, I think you can expect maybe some feistiness perhaps.
Well, for sure, the Reign, as this game gets later and later, is going to have to step up and press higher. Pressing higher is going to give opportunities to Orlando to try and find them over the top or to stretch them out a little bit. So it will be interesting to see if either team makes any presence, any changes as far as the people on the field. But as it stands right now, there's going to be some tactical changes that have to occur as this game gets later for Seattle.
These two teams will play again July 23rd on a Saturday in Seattle. What's on the line for the Pride tonight? With a win, they move into a three-way tie for 5th here in their expansion season in NWSL. Of course, the Pride back-to-back Shield winners. When you talk about the best NWSL has to offer, in the regular season at least, they have been the top dog.
Well, the Reign have had some definite personnel losses. Losing Fishlock changes it a lot.
Well, we'll have the second half kickoff when we come back. You're watching the NWSL on YouTube.
One of the best soccer players of our era. A roster to be proud of. Be a part of a new movement in Orlando. Don't miss Alex Morgan and the Orlando Pride as they take the field in their very first season in the NWSL. Season tickets are on sale now for as little as $15 a game. Get yours today at orlando-pride.com.
There's a chance for Kyle right now. He'll take a shot, and it goes in! Goal, Orlando City! Now Bowden, ball back in, headed once, twice, get it in it! Sam Hines! What a time for his first goal as a Lion!
A nation of thousands. A nation founded on the belief that expectations are not to be met, but defied. A nation of winners. This is Lion Nation. Indulge in exclusive content, behind-the-scenes interviews, and monthly documentaries. In Lion Nation, you get access to things money can't buy, including once-in-a-lifetime on-field experiences. Help make crucial club decisions by casting your vote. Spend reward points on experiences, auctions, and more. And all profits from Lion Nation will be invested back into the product on the pitch. Don't miss your chance to be part of something bigger. Join Lion Nation.
Won 2 in a row. So Laura Harvey's squad has their work cut out as they look for a 3-game win streak. They'll have to do so by coming from behind. We're at Camping World Stadium in Orlando. No one pitching tense, but that goalkeeper right there, Ashlyn Harris, pitching a shutout at the moment, looking for her first shutout of this season. On the other side, Hope Solo has 2 of them already. So, and both of them have not really been challenged at all.
I think this game is going to change pace a little bit here in the second half. I'm really curious to see if even if we don't have any personnel changes, if we have some tactical changes here.
So we possibly play with some shapes, you were saying then, huh?
Well, if I'm Orlando, I'm pretty happy with how we're doing in terms of keeping the ball and not allowing them many opportunities, but I think the idea that Seattle's going to have to press is going to make things a little bit different this half than we saw in the first half.
The woman in purple will be attacking the north goal to our left here in this half. Captain Alex Morgan with an assist on the ledger, her first of the season in the first half. We're underway half number 2. Seattle will play it directly forward, and it's snuffed out immediately by Berlanger.
Belanger, you cannot get one by her on that weak side.
Be a throw for Seattle. Hustling forward, Edmonds keeps it alive. Back to Alloway. Pickett got chest on it. Stepping forward, Pride have it right at the halfway line. Morgan shoved off the ball. And the only play is back to Hope Solo. Ball forward. Be tougher for Ashlyn Harris in this half. She'll have the sun a little bit more in her direction.
Yeah, we've got about a little half shade and half sun here. It's gonna be interesting to see how they deal with that.
Whitteman, ball forward. Well, too much pace on it, but there was an offside anyway. Or a foul. Restart will come on the back half. Barnes. The Crown supporters making some noise. Corsi to the right. Fletcher.
Pride making it really difficult for the Reign to switch the field here.
Along the line, it's into touch. Throw the other way for the Pride. On the dark side of the field. Spencer towards Hagan, and now it's Alex Morgan. Bumps it to her left foot. Cross will come or not, but does earn a corner kick as she raced to that byline. Nice defense by Barnes to close her down at the last possible second.
Yeah, it looked like she had turned the corner, and Barnes got a great sliding tackle in there to prevent that cross from getting off.
Short corner taken. Coming onto that left foot, and we'll do another.
Corner kicks are the theme of this game.
Racking them up.
You know, I'll tell you, Edmonds taking this corner. When I first saw her play, I was really impressed with her athleticism. The more I've seen her play, I'm really impressed with her soccer IQ. And now she's playing in the middle of midfield, really getting it done. She just does a terrific job of keeping the ball.
Edmonds, the product of Rutgers. There's a foul in the box.
Yeah, we've got a little mix up there.
And slow to get up. Was Alex Morgan. Don't want to see her go down.
Alex Morgan has the unenviable task there, I think, of matching up with Matthias.
Everybody's looking into the sun on this set piece. Ping pong's in that area and then sent back. Winters forward. Spencer holds it. A little double back. Bélanger in the circle. Left to Catley. Puts a head up and looking for Kyle running forward. Solo is there first.
I think that's a little bit about what Tom Sermani was talking about at halftime, seeing if they could find players up higher. They certainly did that, but Hope Solo came off her line and took that one right out of the air.
Best in the business reading balls like that. And skips off. Just out of sync and out of sorts are the Reign right now.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate miss there, because that would have put them 4-on-3 with a little bit of a dangerous situation.
It's been a tough ball to peg out. Handled expertly.
I love the composure of Alloway and Monica in the back here.
Play it forward, looking for Hagan. 5'11" Hagan can't jump that high. Fletcher. Matthias got a foot on it. Eventually comes back the way of the purple. Bélanger. Whitteman out right, opts to switch it back near side with Monica. Alloway long ball forward. The race is on for Edmonds. It slows up just enough, she'll catch it. Edmonds one-on-one, a little step over, takes the line. And a foul just outside of the box.
You know, again, that looked like a ball that maybe Seattle thought was going to go out of bounds, slowed down just enough for Edmonds to be able to turn the corner there and draw the foul.
It's a home field advantage situation there. Now how the balls are going to run on the artificial surface. So this just like a corner.
Yeah, and you've got Solo half in the shade, half in the sun.
You send it to the back post here?
I'd put it somewhere where she can't see it, and that's probably right at the back post.
Edmonds looks up, puts the right foot into it. It's a low liner punched out by Solo. Now Spencer will give it a go, and it's high and wide. 52nd minute. The score remains 1-0 Pride. Everybody getting back to their seats after halftime. In the middle is Yanez. Little trying to get activated a little bit more here in this half.
I feel like right there is a perfect example. I'd like to see Little just get that ball right back instead of, you know, trying to turn and play a ball forward. She gets that ball right back, they can get out of trouble, switch it out to the other side.
Mellis, the Dutch international, caught in possession. It's back to Morgan. This international holds it up for Hagen. Edmonds, boy, nice touch to keep it on the foot. Morgan, one-on-one. Along the line, earns a corner kick for the Orlando Pride.
Another corner. Got to give credit to the Pride for getting to the end line and getting these corners. And at some point, you know, whether they're looking to go short like they did there, which draws another defender out, or whether they're going to go long, there's going to be an opportunity here. It's been way too many.
Edmonds studies up, has Catley short if she wants her. Little is there with her. Falls into the box, into the area. Solo, big save. Bouncing.
Yeah, it looks like Sanderson's getting ready to come into this game. It'll be interesting to see whether they change their system or if they just do a straight up trade for either Hagen or Alex up top with Sanderson.
Finding out in the next few minutes. Sanderson gets set to make appearance number 4 of the season. Whitteman keeps it alive, tracking right. Belanger takes the space, switches it left. He was trying to find Jasmine Spencer, snuffed out by Fletcher. Keelan Winters there with Little, makes a turn. Spencer hounding her. Overshoots Winters, just out of sync. Players zigging when they should be zagging. Pride give it back.
I think the midfield of Winters, Yanez, and Little, they have not combined with each other quite enough, at least as much as they usually do, to get that rhythm.
Fair to say that the Reign are missing Jessica Fishlock?
Well, I think that just changes a lot of positional places for people. Here's that view of that corner again. That ball bounces in a really dangerous place, and Hope Solo reaches behind her to make a very athletic save at that point.
Check to see if she's got magnets in the gloves. Ball stuck to her. Intercepted. Winneman causing problems again. His composure shown by Corsi. Played a long ball forward, trying to get in behind. Harris was onto it. Came off her line. So the goal scorer, Hagen, we're hearing, will be substituted for Sanderson.
I don't think they're going to change their system with that change, because I think they could do a straight up 1-for-1 change with Hagen and Sanderson. So I expect the Pride to stay in the 4-4-2 here.
Different type of player, though, really. Hagen, the marauding physical player with the excellent touch, and then you got the more crafty veteran in Sanderson, who likes the ball at her feet.
No doubt, but I'll just tell you what, Sanderson is a handful as well physically. She's a woman who takes charge out there, and I think fresh legs in this situation, she's going to cause some problems.
Gets away. Pickett will take some space. Kyle closes her down, leaves it into the center. Yanez dropping deep. Nice pickup by Matthias. Spencer got the foot in. Little pulls it back. Comes near side. Catley played the angle. Edmonds runs out to defend as well. Little on, the flag was up. Left too early.
No, and that's something we didn't see much of in the first half. And so that's great to see that those players shooting through the midfield a little bit more.
So Sarah Hagen off in the 57th for Leanne Sanderson. As we look at her goal, that right now is the difference in this one.
Yeah, again, terrific ball by Alex Morgan. A little bit of contact there with Hagen and her defender, and she gets a free header.
All right, now Sanderson kind of dropping in the hole a little bit. Now will run forward.
Yeah, I think you're right. Sanderson likes to get the ball to feet, so she'll probably come a little deeper than Hagen did.
1-2. Played all the way back to Harris.
I think we might see a change here. It looks like Whitteman's going up top and Spencer is with her, so maybe we are moving into a 4-3-3 here.
Surprise you when you've bossed the game somewhat with what you had out there in the 4-4-2?
It's a little bit, but I think that 4-4-2 is so personnel driven with Hagen and Morgan as the partnership up top that when you take that piece away, that makes it tough to stay in that system.
Tough for Sanderson to handle. We had Leanne in the radio broadcast booth Friday night for the MLS game against the Red Bulls. She's a budding star on the TV side, there is no doubt. She can talk soccer all day long, or she would call it football, being from England.
Well, she's got to be a fan favorite after that set piece goal she had in the opener. Took everybody by surprise on the dash.
Play she had seen from professionals in Europe time and time again. Said, I'll try it. Edmonds has it, makes the turn. Caught by Winters.
Looks like Edmonds is hopping around a little bit out there, leaving the Pride a little short-handed here.
Mellis, out of Rotterdam, Netherlands. And on Catley. Catley steps away, little toe poke. Sanderson hounding Winters.
Mellis has been quiet too. She's got a really great change of pace, which we haven't really seen. But here's Little trying to sneak in behind the back line.
Over the top.
And it just takes one moment of brilliance for her, as they saw last week. You know, I think she had the NWSL goal of the week last week.
Harris will take her time.
Ice cold beer here. Who's thirsty?
Kyle dropping deep.
Ice cold beer. Water, beer.
Alloway. Spencer is in the vicinity. She and Edmonds. Edmonds will play the ball forward.
You know, by playing three up top, the Pride is kind of forcing the Reign to really be aware of sending their backs forward, and that could limit their opportunities to get forward. So it could be just a little proactive move on Tom's part to keep those backs at home.
Anticipating what's coming. Right side, it's Fletcher. And it will come back the other way for a throw. Fletcher and Matthias now. Mellis. Attacking players having to drop deeper and deeper. Morgan causing problems, forcing the ball back to Solo. Try the left side with Lorraine. On a sunny day in Orlando. Sun starting to set behind us. Played over an hour. Remains a 1-0 game since that 10th minute. Kyle getting stuck in. Little. Kim on the return ball. Alloway was wise to it. Edmonds has it. Sanderson now on the ball. Good triangle passing between Catley, Sanderson, and Kyle.
You know, Mellis has had Catley 1v1 there a couple times and has yet to try and take her. I think Catley's done a terrific job defensively overall. Maybe she's seen that prior games and not willing to take that 1v1 chance.
Spencer, the spark plug, leaves it left too far. A little too much pace on it for even Alex Morgan. Talk a little bit about really the pace of players like Spencer and Morgan. How effective is having that trait on your team in this league?
Well, I think particularly defensively, it's been a problem for the Reign because they're getting closed down so quickly in the midfield. And then offensively, obviously a threat.
Berlanger coming a little bit forward now. So track back and foul's committed.
You know, Spencer had that interception very early in this game that sort of set the tone as far as the type of ball you were going to have to play and how quickly you were going to have to with your speed of play. And I think ever since then, that's rattled the Reign a little bit.
Little. Hearing another change will be coming for the Pride here. Surprised that the Reign haven't made any switches yet, being down a goal here. We're hearing it will be Cami
Levin.
Cami Levin, yeah.
Great player from Stanford. You know, Tom had mentioned earlier in the week that he'd like to see players like her and Tony Presley get some more game time. So I think he feels like this is the time to do it.
In the ascendancy, a run back, putting pressure on was Reed. And here comes the switch. So first action for Levin. She'll come in for Berlanger, so right back for right back, 1 for 1. And now Seattle will make its first change. Lindsay Elston. She will replace Mellis.
And that's not a surprise for me. I think that Mellis has been pretty quiet this game. And when Elston came into the Boston game for the Reign, she really changed the game. So I think that Coach Laura Harvey is hoping for the same.
Elston, the native of Washington State. University of Washington product. Played most recently in France with FC Metz. On the other side, Levin taking a nice little trip around Europe recently as well. Played in Australia and Sweden. Sky Blue FC the last couple of years.
Well, Levin's definitely the type of back that can attack. She can get forward, and she has great technical and tactical ability in that area.
Catley. And to Sanderson with a great one-touch to Spencer. She's off to the races. Tracking back is Fletcher. Spencer leaving it into the box. Morgan tries to get a turn on it. 2 defenders out. Springing an attack quickly. Credit to Sanderson. The give and go. Catley and Morgan not on the same page there. And now down is Kendall Fletcher.
I really liked what Catley was looking for there. I think she had a great idea. I wish Morgan had read that because they would have been in.
Training staff come on as we take another look. Spencer. '66th minute, an opportunity for each side to get some instructions from their staff as they tend to Fletcher. The
Well, Fletcher's going to have to come out here regardless, whether they play with 10 for a little while or whether they make a substitution here.
Fletcher playing that right back spot tonight. One change has been made by Laura Harvey. 2 still available. On her feet. Walking a little gingerly.
Yeah, it looks like she might have had some type of collision there.
So right now on field it's 11 on 10 until Fletcher can be checked out and reinserted. Alex Morgan looking for her second goal in as many games here at home. Been close. Just can't get the shot away on Solo.
Looks like they've dropped Ellie Reed back to the right back spot, at least temporarily here.
Continue to monitor things from the touchline. Matthias has it taken away. Spencer, ball in. Now Sanderson trying to get that forward.
Just see that swarming defense by the Pride, double teaming there to win the ball back. Again, pressure here by Whitman. I mean, we've talked about that all night.
Alloway will take care of this. Cleaning up back to Ashlyn Harris. Has not been a busy night for the keepers, to be quite honest.
A lot of distribution and a lot of dealing with corners.
It's part of the job,
That's right.
So the next change will be Michelle Cruz. She waits at the halfway line in front of the 4th official. And the change will come now. So Cruz is in.
Does not look like Kendall Fletcher will be returning. So it looks like Ellie Reed will stay as the right back.
Meanwhile, Morgan picks it up, shoved down in the box, or just outside of. Free kick just outside the 18.
Pride fans want to see a replay of that one.
Alex back up. Attracts a lot of attention. And your wish is granted, Pride fans.
Yeah, that was right on the edge of the box. I think that was probably an appropriate call by the official. You know, those officials are always going to call it outside the box when they can.
Yeah.
This is still a really dangerous spot here. The Reign obviously knew the Leanne Sanderson go quickly trick because they were prepared and ready.
Well, it'll be Sanderson or Catley here. 4-person wall. Catley steps over. It will be Sanderson, bends it through the wall. It took a deflection on its way out. So here comes the corner kick. See Sanderson hustling to that corner to perhaps take advantage of an unset defense. Now we'll place it.
Yeah, I think Tom Sermani's thinking, let's take our time here. Milk the clock a little bit.
About 20 minutes to go in this one.
Still a long way from over.
Play it short to Catley. Will turn into a throw-in. Stepping out was Elston. Catley, Elston closes her down. Sanderson sends it across. Come as far as Alloway. Gets it off her foot to Edmonds. Monica, slow it up. 11. Wide to Spencer.
Pride just doing a great job of stretching the field, both width and depth-wise. Really making it difficult for the Reign to double team
Sanderson picks it up in front. Solo forced into a save. Whitteman back to Morgan. Plays it back and eventually cleared. Winters rolls it. And there's some action there for One Hope Solo.
Yeah, Whitteman looked like she might try to hit that far post. But she gives it to Alex, who just can't quite get the shot off.
So we'll roll all the way back. Monica racing, so Harris way out of her box just to send it safely.
It almost looked like the earlier ball that Alex Morgan ran down. Looked like the Pride were slowing down a little bit with a runner coming from behind, but wisely, Ashlyn clears it.
Stepping two. Throw to Orlando Pride. I've led for the last hour here. Morgan putting on the pressure. Corsi, long ball forward, handled by Alloway. Barnes. Whitteman, the return ball from Edmonds. Take it inside, trying to keep it alive. Little. Whitteman down behind the play. Little spins off the challenge, plays it through, unable to do so. Monica intercepted. And turnabout is fair play. Now Seattle. And Jasmine Spencer up to the challenge, takes it away.
Yeah, Kaylin Kyle kind of took a big risk there. She was either going to win it or get spun, and she got spun. And fortunately for the Pride, Jasmine Spencer was able to track back there. But in the position they're in, 1-0, I think Kyle needs to take a little bit more of a conservative view there. Unless you...
Whitteman is back up. Solo makes the distribution near side. Reed. Little out of tight spaces. Doing a little dance. Sanderson does the same thing. Edmonds will play the direct ball. Can Spencer catch it? No.
She came close, though.
We were holding our breath, and so was Tom Sermani.
But, you know, another great double team to start that whole switch. The defensive win came out of a double team by Orlando. Really impressed with the energy and togetherness they're working on defense.
11. Monica to her center half teammate, Alloway. Sending it back to 11, right at the halfway line. We'll see a lot of this, I think, the next 15 or so minutes.
I think we will, at least until the Reign adjusts to it and deal with it.
Long ball forward. Catley in behind, into the 18, left foot, shoots on frame and pings it off the crossbar.
There's a really well-timed run for Catley to get in behind. And I think she was hoping that Hope Solo would gamble that she was going to serve it and she was going to look for that near post. But the woodwork had an assist for Solo there.
Her best friend. And when you're facing down Hope Solo, you do have to shoot for those corners, don't you?
Absolutely.
Foul middle of the park. Seattle will have the ball. About to enter our final 15 of this one. Orlando looking for its second win. Both of these teams will be even 2-2 if this result holds. Both will be on 6 points and tied for 5th after the games yesterday.
Another double. I think the speed of Seattle, the speed of play of Seattle has just been a little bit of a struggle today.
Edmonds couldn't track it down. Seattle going from defense to offense. 11 hustling back. Harris will pick it up.
I wouldn't count out this Seattle team yet. There's always that moment of individual brilliance, even when the team isn't playing well, that can occur in the game of soccer.
$15 minutes plus stoppage to go. So glad you're with us here on this NWSL telecast on YouTube. I'm Jeff Radcliffe, joined by Becky Burley, Mackenzie Thurkill down roving the sidelines. Becky, the head coach of the University of Florida. Hoping to get a glimpse of your former player, maybe Havana Solon. One change still available for Harvey, and she can change a game, can't she?
Well, she was warming up down there, so there is hope.
Had a big contingent of fans coming down from Gainesville, and now Spencer knocked to the turf. She's slow to get up. Oh.
Look that she got a little bit undercut there. Glad to see her get back up. She's been an integral part of this whole thing tonight.
Alloway will take the free kick. Put it long, intercepted by Winters. Comes as far as Catley. Ball back into Sanderson, one touch left side, Whitteman. A crushing challenge comes. Whitteman comes out of there with it. Keeps the run going, moving to her right, and to Morgan, great ball in, saves Solo. Corner kick Pride.
Wow, Hope Solo was so quick off her line to read that because it looked like Morgan was just going to be in 1v1 there, but what a terrific job that she does to come off her line that quickly and then just make herself big and hold her ground.
Sanderson to serve it up here. 78th minute, corner on its way towards the back post. Winters got her head on it. Jasmine Spencer will try to keep things alive, get the turn, and she's able to do so.
You know, the only thing you got to worry about here if you're Tom Sermanni is just exactly what he talked about pregame, about having so many good chances and not being able to distance themselves any further from the rain, because they've had definitely a couple chances to go ahead 2-0 or even more.
Pride certainly would like the insurance, and offside. Seattle running out of time. 2-game win streak will be history, so they can level things here late. Solo down the line, Kyle jumping it. Throw right at halfway for the Rain.
I think you got to give a lot of credit to the back line of Orlando today for really making things look pretty easy. You know, we talked about the keepers not getting much action. I think a big part of that has been that back four dealing with a lot of things in front of them.
A little harassed by Spencer. Closing people down, Winters. And Keelan plays a negative ball back to the center half. Intercepted by Catley on the long ball outside. Whitteman, she'll play the long ball, and it will hold up here for Catley. She's got Morgan to the far post. That's where she'll go with it. Morgan, and it's punched out by Solo first. Spencer with the second ball back, and it's over the top. Another build up for the Pride. It comes up empty.
Wow, Catley just serves a beautiful ball here. I mean, that's a difficult ball for Hope Solo to deal with. She does it really well, but Morgan is right on the end of that.
Another keeper doesn't handle that at all.
No, that's a challenging ball. Talk about the corridor of indecision. That was that was right there.
You need to get like a drop with an echo. The corridor of indecision. Every time it's broached. And here comes Havana Solon. So the former Florida Gator, product of Buchholz High School in Gainesville, in front of her hometown fans. I would like to think that she has the biggest cheering section for the visitors here tonight. She's in.
Yeah, you can definitely hear a little swell from the crowd. Give a shout out to all the Gainesville people and to Maggie Bailey, who I think is the Rain's biggest fan and one of Havana's biggest fans. Go Gators. I'm excited for Havana. She came off a pretty devastating injury in preseason of last year where she broke her leg, and now she's been able to come all the way back and get back into the lineup here after a year of rehab.
Her second appearance, coming back from injury. Two-time All-SEC performer as a Gator. Now down is Ellie Reed. So all three switches have been made for head coach Laura Harvey. One remains for Tom Sermani.
You know, I know Tom Sermani would like to see Tony Presley get into the match here, but it's really tough for that to happen when Catley's playing as well as she is. You know, Presley's got a great left foot as well, but Catley's had such an impact both defensively and offensively in this match.
Presley, the local product from Melbourne. Whereas Catley from Melbourne, Australia, Presley from Melbourne, Florida. Half a world away.
Yeah, slightly different. I guarantee there's a good contingent of Florida State fans here too.
Sure.
With the FSU players.
Great diagonal ball. Yanez will give it a go. Topped off the bar. Here comes the second ball in, and it's over the top. So best chance of the afternoon for Seattle. And Ashlyn Harris is down on her line.
Let me tell you, that was a very, very difficult ball to deal with. And the fact that Ashlyn Harris was able to track back and even get a touch on that ball was really athletic.
And saved the goal.
Absolutely.
Oh. It was a collision inside the 6. So Becky Edwards, I think, will be the final change momentarily, but we're still worried about Ashlyn Harris.
Yeah, they might want to hold that substitution till they see what happens with Harris here.
Saw the collision on the second attempt after she made the save.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything malicious there. It was just more of a momentum carrying her forward and right into Ashlyn Harris. Unfortunately, it looked like she landed right on top of her knee.
Harris on her back now, sitting up.
This is probably a good chance for Orlando to sort of regain their composure a little bit after a chance like that. It's interesting that you see the Orlando team gathered together where the Pride is sort of on their own here. I'm sorry, the Reign is sort of on their own.
Harris,
tremendous
big cheer.
Save. Tremendous save there.
So each keeper late being pressed into duty. So big save, perhaps another save of the week. Got 2 in a row.
No, but that's exactly what Tom Sermani was talking about earlier. You know, Orlando's had a chance to build on this 1-0 lead. They haven't. Now a chance like that, kind of a little bit of a half chance. If that goes in, that allows this Reign team to be right back in it, despite the fact that the Pride have pretty much owned this game.
Pride power. They've been chanting and cheering, making noise throughout.
Good news is it looks like Harris is up and staying in this match.
Harris, as we know, a tough customer.
Always has been. You know, I talk about her leadership when she played at Carolina. She's just a galvanizing leader for this team and any team she's ever been on.
Former Satellite Scorpion. She will leave this goal kick for Alloway.
We'll see if this might just be the little piece of momentum that the Reign needed to jumpstart something here in the last few minutes.
Whitteman flick forward. Sanderson racing. We noticed just a moment ago, yeah, why would you have your defender hit the goal kick and not the keeper?
Well,
Is it all because of the injury?
Yeah, giving her a chance to probably recover a little bit from that injury. It's not something you really like to do, though, because obviously putting a defender inside the 6 like that, you're holding everyone on sides. So
good point.
Unable for them to push up, but I think they probably just need a little chance for Ashlyn to regain her composure.
Touched forward. Reed gets the ball back. Clearance from Alloway right to her. Reed. Pick out a long ball here. It's on its way, not a bad effort. Trying to find Michelle Cruz, and now we go the other way. Alex Morgan going to be one-on-one. She'll shoot, save solo. Sanderson will give it a go, and it's going to roll in. Leanne Sanderson, her second goal of the season. It is insurance for the Pride, 2-0.
There's that insurance goal that Tom was hoping would happen. Tom Sermani was hoping would happen a little bit earlier, but to get it at this point, I think he'll take it. Great individual effort here by Alex Morgan to get that shot off. Great save by Hope Solo, but Leanne Sanderson there is to clean it up.
Yeah, Sanderson got a paw, Solo got a paw on it. And now the final change will come. A 2-0 lead for Orlando. Looking to stay unbeaten at home.
Looks like it's going to be Becky Edwards for Kaylin Kyle. I think Becky just gives some fresh legs in this midfield that's done such a terrific job of working together with one another to disrupt the possession-oriented style of the Reign.
Situation where on that goal, Alex Morgan closed down. Solo worried about her, and then Sanderson comes in behind to clean it up.
Yeah, it's a tough situation for Hope. I mean, she makes a great initial save, and that's all you can ask for in that situation. And, to have a follow-up shot like that's just a tough situation to be in.
Whitteman with the outside of her boot. Slows the progress. The rookies had quite the game. Morgan. Oh, she wants to get in the scorebook too. Comes back to Hope Solo. So a goal in the first 10 and the last 10. The story here at Camping World Stadium. Little as Seattle is offside.
We kind of said it all game. I like the idea that the Reign is looking forward, and especially at this point, they have nothing to lose by looking forward as quickly as possible, but certainly it doesn't seem like the Reign we've seen all year in terms of their ability to keep the ball.
In our 89th, expecting 4 minutes of stoppage time. A nice ball. Solon. Kept it on that right foot. Comes back the other way.
Yeah, great little demonstration of skill there. If she kept going forward, I think she would have cut the defender off.
Edwards earns the free kick.
You've got depth when you can afford to bring a player like Becky Edwards on late in a match like this. She's certainly a leader of this team and a leader on the field, and for her to come on and to close this up, it's great security if you're the coach of the Pride.
Former Florida State Seminole. Throw for Seattle. The Reign will return home to take on their rivals, the Portland Thorns, next week on Saturday. Orlando back here against the Western New York Flash. Nice job by Alloway.
Again, I think you got to give a lot of credit to the back line here. They've cut out a lot of balls. We talked about Belanger in the first half with balls that were being served weak side that she was cutting out and dealing with. Catley, who's gotten forward and done a great job defensively.
Edwards. Monica Levin unable to keep it in. And there it is now official. Just 4 minutes of stoppage remaining in this one. That's all that separate the Pride from their second win of the season.
Home has been good so far to the Pride.
If you can just get something going on the road. They played actually well on the road, just have not gotten the result. Here comes to the back post, headed back in. And nobody in the center of the box. So nice job by Solon. Keep that play alive. She'll try again here. The return ball. And Edmonds with her step for step.
Yeah, Tom Sermani said earlier in the week that he's been really pleased with how the team's played, you know, despite not getting the results that they wanted to on the road. But I think this is a great result for them because all their hard work and their ability to kind of try these different systems and try some different personnel is paying off here.
Now into the second minute of the allotted 4. Catley back. Edwards pushed off the ball by Solon. Skirts forward. Winters got a touch. It's turned over. Alex Morgan has Spencer to her right. Tries to play the through ball. Can't quite get it there. Now Edmonds out to defend. A bundle of energy. Edmonds too.
She's been very, very mobile in that midfield today.
Field here at Camping World Stadium now virtually all in shade. Ball in, little. They find Solon here on the right. Havana circles back. Catley closes her down. Boy, a nice ball. Gets it through. And the effort from Reed is right to Ashlyn Harris. Less than 2 minutes to go. Alloway to Catley. Sanderson has it stick to the foot.
You know, you got to kind of wonder how much of a hardship it is for these West Coast teams to travel east, because obviously they're doing it a little bit more.
Oh, Spencer got free and then is hacked down from behind. I think we'll have our first booking of the match here in stoppage time. Or no, why not? No harm, no foul, right? Will lead to a free kick. The Pride will try to use this to see out the balance of the time. Alloway trying to find Alex Morgan. Goes out for a throw. Sanderson coming forward. Any goal now would just be a style point. $11 to throw. About 30 seconds remain.
A really complete effort by the Pride tonight.
Edmonds hasn't got a trouble solo. She's waiting for a ball. She's got it. This could be the last kick. Whistle in the mouth of our referee, Lezik Stalmach. Solon. And that's it. 2-0. This one goes to the Pride. Sanderson, the insurance goal. Sarah Hagan back in the 10th turns out to be the winning goal. The Pride improved to 2-2. So these two teams, same record, same number of points now, and tied for 5th. As the Pride moving up the standings, and our Mackenzie Thurkill is with Tom Sermani.
All right, Tom, now I know you spent a good deal this week focusing on finishing with the team. Is this the kind of performance you wanted to see?
Yeah, look, we're delighted with the performance. I think more than anything, we also talked about getting a clean sheet because we felt we had given up easy goals in game. So it was a great effort today against probably the best team in the league, not to concede any goals. And the longer the game went on, the more chances we created. So, I'm delighted with the performance today.
Now you're starting a little win streak at home now that you're 2-0. What's so different about playing here?
Well, I think the fans for one. I think the fact that we're used to this ground, it's a great environment, a great stadium. And as I say, look at the support we get. You can't help but be motivated when you go out on the field.
All right, thank you so much, Tom, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Good point by Tom. It is the first clean sheet for Ashlyn Harris and for the Pride. Very important to get that at home too.
And that was really well deserved. I think that Ashlyn Harris and the back line did a terrific job of working together to keep that clean sheet.
First of the season for the Pride. Hope many more to come as they are back here next week against Western New York. Waiting for our star of the match. Can go a number of different ways. What performances stood out?
Yeah, this is.
Well, a number of performances did stand out, but the insurance goal from Leanne Sanderson, she's our star of the match. She's with Mackenzie.
Now, Leanne, this is your second time this season coming off the bench and making a huge impact in the game. Kind of just walk me through what was going on in that 86th minute when you scored the goal.
Well, I knew that, Alex did a fantastic job of winning the header and kind of being tenacious and getting on the ball. And I just tried to, I tried to just keep my run going and keep it alive, and I felt like we were 2v1. So I was always going to be there for Alex to be able to pop back to me. Luckily, the ball fell to me and I knew exactly what I was going to do. I've been in that position hundreds of times in my career. So it was almost like I'd already done it and I knew it was going to be a goal before it came to me,
Now, 4 games in, how do you feel this team has really connected throughout the weeks?
Yeah, I think the last game was unfortunate we didn't get the win, but I thought we played well and I thought we were unlucky to not get the win last game. But I think, we showed good heart today and I think it was great to get the win again in front of our home fans. I think the crowd's fantastic and I think it makes such a difference playing at home in front of these fans, it really brings us alive, as you can hear right now.
All right, thank you so much, Leanne, and congratulations.
Thanks.
Guys.
Leanne Sanderson, a fast-talking midfielder, also fast-thinking, fast-playing as we look at her goal.
Yeah, she does a great job of, like she said, keeping her run alive, just being there to be a late option if Alex wants to set that ball or drop it back to her. But she follows up, puts it in the back of the net, and the rest is history.
It took time to settle it and place it.
Yeah, she's been a game changer. The first home game, she was obviously a game changer in that one with the quick free kick that got us going. 4
games into the NWSL season, and the Pride have their second win of that inaugural campaign. We'll be right back on YouTube.
One of the best soccer players of our era. A roster to be proud of. Be a part of a new movement in Orlando. Don't miss Alex Morgan and the Orlando Pride as they take the field in their very first season in the NWSL. Season tickets are on sale now for as little as $15 a game. Get yours today at orlando-pride.com.
There's a chance for Kyle right now. He'll take a shot, and it goes in! Goal, Orlando City! Now Bowden, ball back in, headed once, twice, get it in! Sam Hines! What a time for his first goal as a Lion!
A nation of thousands. A nation founded on the belief that expectations are not to be met, but defied. A nation of winners. This is Lion Nation. Indulge in exclusive content, behind-the-scenes interviews, and monthly documentaries. In Lion Nation, you get access to things money can't buy, including once-in-a-lifetime on-field experiences. Help make crucial club decisions by casting your vote. Spend reward points on experiences, auctions, and more. And all profits from Lion Nation will be invested back into the product on the pitch. Don't miss your chance to be part of something bigger. Join Lion Nation.
Back at Camping World Stadium, it's a 2-0 Orlando Pride winner as they make the lap to thank the fans that have shown up and have been so vociferous here as they've gotten their second win of the season. Becky, let's take a look at the stats from this one. And it started in that 10th minute as Morgan was making progress up that left side.
Well, I think what we are going to see we're going to see Alex Morgan chasing down a ball that everybody else thought was going to go out of bounds, serving a perfect ball to Hagan, who creates a little space for herself and puts the ball in the back of the net. Hope Solo had no chance on that one.
Yeah. Say yes to the ball, put it back where it came from. And it was 1-0 in the 10th minute. Stayed that way for quite a long time. Players dealing with the sun, especially if you're from Seattle, you don't see it that much.
Well, this was challenging. We had so many corners that were right in this this corridor of indecision, and deal with the sun and half the goal and half not in the goal. That made it a challenge.
Solo did well with that one.
This was the big save of the night from Ashlyn Harris. Yanez saw her cheating off her line a little bit, tried to chip her, but Harris comes back. But in the end, Sanderson puts up the rebound off of the Alex Morgan initial ball and puts the Pride ahead for good.
Sanderson, her second goal, coming off the bench, and gets the insurance that the Pride needed as they move to 2-2 with a 2-0 victory. Well, our next home match coming your way Saturday. That's May 14th against the Western New York Flash, and you're going to want to come to that one because the next 4 for the Orlando Pride are on the road throughout the rest of the month of May and into June. So get out here if you've not seen the Pride. Come see what you've been missing. A very exciting team, especially at home, and they'll look for their 3rd win coming up next week here at the Camping World Stadium. Well, let's wrap this one up.
This is definitely a match for the Pride to build on. You know, they've been playing well and not getting the result, but tonight finally they put it all together, have great both defensively and offensive production, and finally put one in the win column for them. Love this home crowd too. Gotta love the support that this team's getting here in Orlando.
Becky, head coach of the University of Florida, Coach Burley, thank you very much for joining us once again. Look to see you again down the line. Appreciate your candor and your thoughts and your expertise as always. So for my partner Becky Burley, for Mackenzie Thurkel on the sideline, our producer Gary Everett, our director Drew Vincent, and our entire Gemstone crew, I'm Jeff Radcliffe saying so long from Orlando as the Pride get the win 2-0 over Seattle. Good night.